is Let's Get Retro. I would look at every Gauntlet port that's out there, from the good to the really, really not so good. Anyway, let's watch.
Hey there, I am looking at the Spectrum version of Gauntlet today, and I'm actually in shock. I'd never played this before, believe it or not. It had been lurking in my collection and never got around to giving it a try. We're emulating with the Spectaculator emulator, and the tape version, obviously, because I don't think there was a disc version for the. No, there was a +3 version actually. Now I think about it, but this is the tape version anyway, so it might be a slight delay starting up. But graphically, it's really good. It's really clear, and obviously it's got the graphics issues that the Spectrum has, but it's nice. It's colourful. There's no colour clash that I've seen. Maybe one or two of the graphics are obviously it says X there and it looks a bit different, but it looks great. Okay, maybe once you get over the fact that your character is suspended in space. Sound-wise, okay, no speech, obviously, what you expect. And I don't think it has the music, but the sound effects themselves are spot on. I know that the Gauntlet arcade machine actually uses the same processor as the Spectrum. Well, okay, it uses it as the driver for the oh, getting hit a lot there. As the driver for the joysticks, believe it or not. But oh, it does the music, and it's really good. I mean, the only things I could fault it with that weird pastel hue the Spectrum games tend to have after a while, and obviously the controls. I'm playing this emulation. It's great because I don't have to put up with that. And that's the one thing I never got about the Spectrum. I mean, it's like designing it, and it's like they're going, right, Mr. Sinclair, Mr. Spectrum, we have your machine ready. It's really fast. People are ready to write, lots and lots of cool software for nothing, and they're about to put the 9-pin ports in, so you can use any joystick you want. And it's like they went, no, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to use some weird one. And the drivers for the joysticks, they're going to be written in ancient Babylonian. It's the one thing I've never got about it. It's such a good machine, but why didn't they go with the same joystick ports and the same joystick controls as everyone else? Anyway, it's my little rant for the Specky over. Again, I'm not playing 2-player on this. I'm just looking at 1-player here. But level-wise, the level's laid out the same way. It's really fast. Again, I remember when I was looking at Outrun on the Spectrum. I remember it looked brilliant, but it was speed-wise, it wasn't fantastic. The MSX version, as far as I know, is very similar to this. I don't have a working MSX, and I can't get I have 3 MSX emulators, and I can't get the Gauntlet image working on any of them. I can tell you that there is. I'll put a link on the channel there. A nice chap has come up with a port for the MSX2, which is in colour and looks again even better. But from what I've seen, the MSX port very similar to the Spectrum port. So I might try, when I'm doing my 8-bit look, because I'm going to do a whole 8-bit roundup at some point. I'll try and get some footage if I can, or at least give you an idea what it looks like. But anyway, this is the Spectrum of the MSX we're looking at. But again, level layout. This is a very simple level. This is kind of why I used it as the comparison one, so you can see. But it's really good. I'm definitely going to be coming back to this. I don't know if I'm going to be playing 2-player, because getting someone to use those rubber keys. No, that was just painful. Oh dear God. Okay, this is, yeah, I'm not going to last very long here. Or will I? It's actually doing the Gauntlet logo is actually flashing through the different colours. That's really good. I've never seen the Spectrum do that. I mean, again, being a Commodore kid, I tended to slag it off a hell of a lot. And just like I think I mentioned this before, I ended up with a bit of a chip on my shoulder after I used to read Retro Gamer magazine. I still do on and off, but I was religiously so used to it. But its first incarnation rather, it was just so biased towards the Speccy, it was unreal. I think they realised that their readership, because the Spectrum was kind of very, very popular in Britain. Well, the Commodore was as well, but they just literally kept saying, oh, Spectrum version's better, Spectrum version's better, and they'd have a screenshot of like any game, even something that was recognised as being oh, yuck, barf it back up. Maybe it's something that was recognised as being a decent Commodore game. They'd usually have a Spectrum fucking screenshot. Now, okay, maybe it just seemed that way, but it just seems so biased, and it really put me off the machine for a long time. But it's a decent machine, except for the odd controls and the just its love of pastel colours and colour clash. But again, this is really good. I'm liking this so much. And look, the Atari version, it doesn't look like a little man carrying a giant foam hammer peeing all over the mobs. It's really good. There's a little bit of, it glitched a little bit when he was up against the walls now and then, but no, I have to get through a wall to get to that. Again, there'll probably be a bit of overlap when I talk about this, but this was similar to the other tape-based ones, that it was loaded the levels from tape and blocks, and it randomised them, as far as I'm aware, in between those blocks. So obviously you couldn't randomise every level, but it was loading up a block of levels, and they were playing them in a random order within that block. Ah, bugger. That may have been the difference between me living and dying. Now, can I make it through? Not a hope in hell. Oh, hang on. Oh. There's a chance, folks. A chance. Probably not, though. Yeah, see, it's glitching a tiny bit there, but I mean, it'd be churlish to kind of to say, no, it's a rubbish conversion, just because of that. 60 health. Can I do it? Oh, this is... If I get hit a couple of times, I'm dead. This is what you paid for, folks. Tense battle. Ah! So close. Look, it was within reach. But I'm definitely going to come back to that anyway. But yeah, the Spectrum version, well worth checking out. And I'm colourly surprised. It's probably my favourite conversion so far. Thanks for watching, guys. Next up is probably the Commodore 64 version.